Hi guys, my name is Matt with Carolina Coops, and with me today is Kristen from Friends of Hens. She is our chicken expert that works with us a lot on helping our customers get set up with the right breed of chickens, answering all types of chicken questions. And in today's video, she's the one that actually introduced me to the deep litter system 8 years ago when we started building chicken coops. And that's what we want to shoot today in today's video. Is right here is a penthouse coop. It's our #1 seller. We have almost 2 years worth of chicken litter inside of it. This has not been cleaned in almost 2 years. So what we want to do is show that to you, and also to see how easy it is to clean this coop. Now, if you're not familiar with the deep litter system, I thought maybe real quick we can actually show you what it looks like, and maybe Kristen can explain a little bit about the deep litter system. So let's go ahead. We're behind the hen house. Okay, so we just opened up the back of the hen house, and in front of us, or really behind us, is a hen house that is 4 foot deep, 6 foot wide, and in the bottom of the coop, or in the bottom of the hen house, is a food safe high density polyethylene, and it's 12 inches deep. And what we're going to do right now is drop down what we call the deep litter door. So we're going to go ahead and undo that barrel bolt there. And so what we've done is we've just exposed the deep litter system. Now, believe it or not, almost, I'd say about maybe 18 months worth, between 18 24 months worth of deep litter here. We're not even 4 or 6 inches there, a little bit deeper in the back, but it really gives you a good idea that it does take a while to build up, and as it decomposes, it's going to break down a little bit. First thing we should mention,
no smell.
No smell. No smell at all. That was probably the first thing I remember telling you when you told me about cleaning out a hen house once a year. I said you were crazy.
It is unbelievable.
It is.
Until you see it.
How's that possible?
Well, what we have here is enough dry material to compost in place. And as long as there's enough dry to absorb the ammonia out of the droppings and enough movement to spread it out, there's really no smell. It's like a well-designed compost pile.
Gotcha. So when the chickens defecate inside the hen house, they're up on the roost bars. And when you start the deep litter system, this coop was started with, and actually what we're using is industrial hemp. We have another video talking more about that. We have found that it's a great material, but you can also use pine shavings. But when you go to start your hen house, say it's brand new, best time, spring, start, how would we start it out?
Well, you start with at least 4 inches of dry material, and you can go all the way up to capacity, 12 inches. Really, you just, if it gets a little dry or caked on top, you'll just break it up with a pitchfork and spread it out. You can even throw it in the corner, let it compost there, and it'll get mixed in. Gotcha. You really just want to be able to control the moisture.
I've had some customers that have actually put some scratch inside the hen house and let the chickens scratch it up for you a little bit. Definitely don't advise putting food or water inside here, but if you want to let them do a little bit of the work, you can do that.
Another tip is to use a little hydrated lime.
Oh, okay.
That will keep it dry as well.
Okay, what's the hydrated lime other than keeping it dry, or how does it keep it dry?
It's just a good material to use in deep litter or built-up bedding.
Gotcha. Okay.
And in this size coop, you would use about 3 pounds and mix it in.
Gotcha. Okay.
When you start.
Okay, so we're going to start off with, so you mentioned you can start off with 3 to 4 inches and then maybe add to that once a month, twice a month, building up the layers. But you also mentioned you can fill the whole thing up and just till it, turn it. Gotcha. Okay. So, again, deep litter system, 18, 20 months worth, no smell, and we haven't cleaned it once. But that's what we're about to do. That's really the important thing about this video, is let's see how easy a Carolina coop is to clean. So, if you want, we can go ahead and get started doing that.
Let's start.
Alright, so what we're going to use to clean out the hen house is just your basic wheelbarrow. This just happened to be the wheelbarrow at our customer's house here. And also what I call a rock rake. Now, a little tip that I've seen my clients use is to take 1/4 inch hardware cloth or 1/2 inch hardware cloth, and they actually wrap the prongs of the rake and just makes it a little bit smaller to help catch all the litter material. We're just going to use this, and the other nice thing is that high density polyethylene that's inside the floor of the hen house is very, very tough. So we don't have to worry about damaging it. Also, it's completely waterproof. It lasts forever. Now, with this design, one of the things that was very important when it comes to cleaning is no bending over. So right away you can see we're just below waist height, almost perfectly level with a wheelbarrow. And also digging. Nobody wants to dig, so we're going to go ahead and use a pulling, sweeping motion to pull it all out. And again, keep in mind, this is the first time cleaning this, so we're going to keep track of time. And the other thing maybe to mention about a little bit, you can remove all the material and start fresh, or
you can leave a little in there because of all the beneficial bacteria.
so instead of starting over completely, let's say, a year's gone by, 2 years, those microbes have already been introduced. So there's no sense of making start all the way over, leave a little bit in there. Or I even had an expert tell me one time to take off the top layer, I think they call it the crust, and put that off to the side and clean out the rest of the material and put the crust back in there and start again. I think we might do that in this video. Let's again see what it looks like and how long it takes and how hard it is to clean out a Carolina Coop hen house. So do you want to do the honors or should I?
I think you should.
I should. Okay. So what time we got?
2:30.
2:30. Here we go.
I really think this could have gone another year.
Easily. I was just thinking that myself.
And remember, it's not just for our convenience not to clean this out very often. It really makes for healthier chickens.
We have a full wheelbarrow already. There's a lot of material. This still looks good.
It does.
I think we almost should just continue to reuse it. But again, for this video, I just wanted to really demonstrate how easy it is to clean. So we're going to go ahead and dump this wheelbarrow and continue to get the rest of the material.
If we had another wheelbarrow, we'd probably be done about now.
Yeah, we would. Alright, so what we've done is we've already filled up one wheelbarrow, and we're going to go ahead and continue removing all the material and the rest of it. It's actually quite incredible. You don't realize how much material is in there. You start pulling it out
It really slides out easily.
extremely easily. And the only thing I'm smelling right now is the industrial hemp.
This is a fabulous product. One of the newer products on the market for chickens. Hard to believe there's already 2 wheelbarrow loads in here.
This would be excellent to go into another compost, or depending on the time of year, go right into your garden if you're gardening. All right, so let's go ahead and dump this, and I'll be right back with the wheelbarrow.
Okay.
On. All right, so we just dumped the second wheelbarrow, and we're going to finish removing the material. Yeah, what I'm learning from this is we really may have been adding still too much litter, and that's a mistake I've seen some people make that have said, the deep litter system doesn't work for me. And what I found out is they're adding too much dry material.
Again, this is a year and a half old.
You don't have to get everything, we're just really trying to demonstrate really what you do to clean it. We really could have probably won another year, right?
Absolutely.
I'd say we probably could have won another year before we'd even think about removing some. And actually, when we went and dumped that last wheelbarrow, you were saying something that I guess we call them old timers. I don't know if that's politically correct or not, but the people that started off the deep litter. Have you actually told that story?
No, I don't think so. We discovered deep litter in the late 1940s when men went to war and they discovered that the chicken coops that were left behind weren't getting cleaned out. And what they discovered was the chickens were actually healthier, and it didn't need to be done. The women that were left behind threw in some dry material, and that seemed to be enough. It worked really well. So then there were some studies done after that regarding the deep litter method, or deep bedding as it's sometimes called. And they discovered that there were less deaths with chickens each subsequent year that they used the same litter.
No
So
kidding.
that's how they found out there was actually healthier.
You were mentioning something about coccidiosis.
Yes, absolutely. It's much better for coccidiosis too. I know I struggle with that, especially in the late summer when the soils are wet and warm and wet, which is the perfect condition for coccidiosis. So in the studies, they found the more subsequent years that they used the same litter, the less deaths that they had
No kidding.
for chicks. And the reason for that is if chicks get a gradual exposure to it, they get a natural immunity.
Gotcha.
So there could be, some benefit to using the same litter 1 to 5 years even, as long as you have the space for it, which is the great thing about this coop, is there is so much space for multiple years of use.
Yeah, very important. Absolutely, that's a great point. Well, I guess there's the cleaning process, and I think what we're going to do is this material is still golden, and I can definitely might just put half of it back in the hen house, the other half in the garden, or put it all back in there and wait another year to think about cleaning it again if we need to. So I don't know. We hope this video was helpful, especially if you ever wonder, is a Carolina coop really easy to clean? We just did that, what?
5 minutes?
I don't know what time we got right now.
2:45.
2:45. So between dumping and talking, actually, we started at 2:30, and we're done in 15 minutes. So if we took out the talking, probably easily be done in 10 minutes. Which I'll bet you people that clean out their hen house traditionally spend more than 10 minutes. And so it's just a great coop with that deep litter system. We're all busy. We don't want any more chores. And as Kristen was saying, it's also healthier for the chickens. If you garden, you got great compost. We have clients that actually sell this if you wanted to do that. So that's a deep litter system, and that's cleaning out our hen house. Hope you enjoyed this video, and thanks for watching.